Hi loves, welcome back to my channel. In today's video I'll be accompanied by a lovely friend who's also a mom called Bridgid. So I'll let her tell you guys a little bit about herself before we get right into what we're supposed to talk about in this video.
Okay,
hi Bridgid.
Oh, hi Sebi.
Okay, just tell my fellow subscribers and people who are viewing this a little bit about yourself before we get into breastfeeding talk.
Okay, hi everyone. My name is Bridgid Mumanyi. I'm a first-time mom. I'm a financial economics graduate / a business lady, and welcome to Sebi's channel.
Okay, so today's video, since it's breastfeeding week, we want to talk about breastfeeding, the myths, the advantages, and just to let other moms who are out there to know how important breastfeeding is. So you have a daughter, yeah? How old is your daughter?
My daughter is 7 months, 2 weeks to be precise.
Yeah, and my daughter is actually 8 months, 2 weeks to be precise. Okay, I still breastfeed my daughter and actually breastfeed yours too.
Yes, I do.
There are people out there who don't breastfeed their babies for reasons best known to them. Others say breastfeeding make your boobs sag. Others say breastfeeding is just not for them. So just according to you, how important is breastfeeding? Like, why do you think breastfeeding is important to a child?
I think from my own experience,
Yeah.
I breastfed my baby exclusively for 6 months before I could introduce her to any other food or any other drink.
Yeah.
I didn't even give her water when I was breastfeeding her. And for me, it's very important because my daughter, first of all, rarely gets sick. Because as we all know, breast milk comes with antibodies, and the antibodies help in improving a baby's immunity.
Yeah, true.
So yeah, health is a plus. Plus, it's very dangerous for you to give your baby any food before 17 weeks.
Okay.
It's very dangerous. And since if you're told something, I don't know why very many people rush.
I think it's just the hype. Like, you just can't wait for 6 months
For your baby to eat.
Yeah, you can't wait for 6 months. You're like, 6 months is too long. I can't be just all the time with the baby here. Some people find it hectic. They're like, it's just too much. But the thing is, most people, people breastfeed. You're advised to breastfeed until 6 months. But take it rural areas, yeah? There are people who don't breastfeed their kids to 6 months, and those babies are still healthy. So how will we even ever convince them, like, you know, you have to breastfeed your kid for 6 months? They're like, no, they're used to seeing babies who are at 4 months and they're already eating and stuff.
Okay, I think there's this myth. I don't know if it's a misconception or a myth.
Yeah.
People usually think that the fatter the baby,
The healthier the baby.
So people usually want to see, you know, a fat baby.
And then you're like, healthy, you're convinced.
Yeah, you're convinced that the baby is healthy and everything. But then you can really never see the change until you can actually get your second child and actually try the exclusive 6 month breastfeeding. I get this from a friend of mine who's a second time mother. And from her experience, for her firstborn child, she never got to the 6 month mark. But to her, and both babies are actually healthy babies, but for the second kid, she breastfed to actually 6 months, and definitely with the first kid there has been a few run-ins to the hospital, ER and everything, and with this second one, it's just a smooth sail. Even when they get sick, it's not really such a bad time or a stressing time, because the baby is actually fully immune. Yeah.
But for me, I'm guilty, let me just say. I'm very, very guilty. Being a new mom, you get ideas from everywhere. Once you do this, you do that. People always like, no, that's not the right thing. You understand what I'm saying? Because I was actually up for breastfeeding my daughter up to 6 months, but I started feeding her 5.5 months old. That, I won't lie. And introduced her to NAN and everything.
Okay.
At 5.5 months.
What I got from a friend who's a doctor, she actually said not all moms can actually get to the 6th month mark. Because some babies are usually ready. They're usually ready to feed much earlier. And you cannot deny them that chance. But then it should be a strict no. As much as they are early or anything, you're not supposed to give a baby any solid, not even water, before before 4 months of age. So it's quite acceptable after 4, but it's not advisable.
Yeah.
But then most of all, it has to come from a medical practitioner or from need.
You have to just follow what you're told. They get you. And then there's this thing that people always believe. I also had that idea in my head, let me not lie. I believed once you breastfeed your baby, the aftermath will always be your boobs will sag. And I don't know who put this into all ladies. We always believe that once you breastfeed, once you're done with that, your boobs will just be saggy and everything, but it's a lie. My boobs are still fine. I'm still breastfeeding. Let me tell you. So, what will we tell ladies? Like,
it's actually
is it a must for your boobs to sag after breastfeeding?
It's actually not a must.
It's up to you to take care of yourself.
Actually, no, it's actually a misconception that breastfeeding makes your boobs sag. If at all your boobs are to sag, they won't sag as a result of breastfeeding. They're going to sag as a result of the changes that occur to your body during your pregnancy. That's the only thing that makes your body change. Maybe change in the size of your boobs. Maybe for others their boobs will actually sag, but then mark you not breastfeeding. It's the changes due to pregnancy.
But I also had you're supposed to wear a bra when sleeping. That will help your boobs not sag. I don't know if it helps me. I'm just freestyle, let me tell you. I don't put anything because you won't tell me. Not all moms will have that time to go and put on a bra after when you're supposed to sleep. You know, at times you're so tired, you've had this baby almost the whole day, it has been here and there, and then when you want to sleep, you again remember to put on a bra. It's hectic. So for me, I think it just depends on you as a person and your genes, whether they sag like Bridgid had said. It's not up to breastfeeding.
Yeah, breastfeeding.
It's something in your body, just not breastfeeding. Just not breastfeeding.
Yeah, that's actually very true. And about sleeping in a bra, I don't think that sleeping in a bra will actually maintain the size of your boobs. Actually, if you really want to have very firm boobs, the only way to go about it is exercise.
True.
It's when do a couple of lifts. They actually strengthen the muscles around your boob area, and also do push-ups. They also help. So you have to be that fit, mom. Oh, and a plus, breastfeeding actually helps you lose weight. You lose a lot of baby fats and get back into shape.
Because on my blogs, and you've heard it from Bridgid too, on my blogs I'm constantly asked, what am I doing to lose the baby weight? I have not started working out, let me just say that first. I have exclusively breastfed my kid and my weight dropped. I lost 10 kgs I think within the first 2 months. And then now I've been gaining like crazy. But other than that, it's just breastfeeding. People always like, what exercises do you do? I'm always telling them I don't do anything. No one believes me.
It's actually true. I've also done nothing.
Yeah, and you're fine. So I think it also comes down to you breastfeeding. I think breastfeeding really, it has so many advantages, and I would advise any mom out there, mom to be, it's good to breastfeed for 6 months at least 6 months, so that your kid can get all the nutrients. Your IQ, I hear it helps with the IQ.
Yeah, it actually helps with the IQ as well.
Let me not get into that. But IQ, it's bonding with the baby also, because that moment is just
it's perfect.
Perfect, yeah. And do you think some people are against women breastfeeding in public because they say it's like exposing your body to public? I think I've seen so many posts like people bashing women because they're breastfeeding in public and they have not covered themselves. Is it a must you cover yourself when you're breastfeeding? Is it wrong to breastfeed in public without covering yourself?
I really don't think so, because I think there's this Swahili saying. Is it mwenye aibu hazai or something?
Yeah,
what does it say?
Mwenye something. I don't.
Shame on us.
Shame on us. But something close to that.
There's a Swahili saying that mwenye aibu haziza, because honestly, if you were to become a mother, I think you lose your dignity once you enter that labor ward. You lose your dignity at the door. Once you get out of that hospital, what you'd be telling yourself when you're pregnant? Yes, I'll be covering up. Yes, I don't know, I'll be doing what, Trust you me, somewhere, it goes on the door.
Things change.
Things change. You do not. The first thing when you're actually handed your baby, you don't even want to care who's
you never
around.
care. You're always so hyper. Like you just can't believe you have this baby who's a copy of you, at times a copy of the other person.
It's actually such a beautiful copy of the other person.
Yeah, so not all like mine. She doesn't look anything like me.
We can relate.
Yeah,
but either way, when I don't think this subject about women covering up. I think people should actually stop bashing women that they're not covering up. Because here's a situation. I can give you a story.
Yeah.
I had gone to visit someone down to the coast. And we happened to go on a tour. We went to, and it actually happened twice. Once at Fort Jesus, the other time at Kenya Ruins. Unfortunately or fortunately, I had not carried anything for my baby. So the only thing I carried for her, she'd actually finished her bottled milk. Here we are touring, we're all happy, we'll get there. Then here Nandi comes. She started pulling at my top.
Yeah, because she wants.
And she knows exactly where it is, so she started pulling at my top. So in that situation, what you're supposed to do, it's not like you have a lesson to cover up.
You can't be like, baby, you're not supposed to take your milk right now.
People are saying,
you can't.
You cannot. You
cannot. Doesn't care if you're
in
public, if you're in a private place. When she wants to feed,
I think privacy aside, and those boobs are not yours, they're theirs.
Yeah.
So let the babies feed in peace and stay. Plus, there's nothing that you all have never seen. So
for those people who bash women for breastfeeding in public, just take it as it's nature. It's a mom breastfeeding her kid. It's something normal. Let her be. As long as she's not flashing her boobs everywhere, it's fine. Because she's there feeding her baby.
Plus, have you ever noticed, sometimes when you're breastfeeding your baby, it even comes out of the blues. You're not even conscious, like your baby starts crying, and the next thing you find yourself like you place on a palm, you place on your hips, and you're just there. You don't even care. It gets out of you.
True.
It gets out of you, because I can remember anytime we go visit home, my dad, I'm like, no, since it's my dad, it's not good for me to breastfeed in front of him. I imagine at times I just get myself, like, the baby starts disturbing him, and I'm like, okay, just bring her. And then next thing I'm like, I'm breastfeeding, I'm like, shit, and my dad is seated right across, and I'm like, oh no, so what am I supposed to do? Should I wake up?
Should I go to another room? Should I be here? Anyway, let it be.
And actually shared with my mom the same thing, and then my mom is like, okay, it's the African society. For us to be raised, privacy is very key.
Yeah, I understand.
Privacy is very key. So these things happen. So as much as you may want to carry your baby, go to some private place and breastfeed them, necessity warrants it. And you're actually going to find that once you get a baby, everything else in your world kind of stops. For you, the baby becomes the first priority. To the extent that, let's say, if you have a caregiver at home who stays with the baby, and the caregiver just calls and the baby is sick. Do you know many a time people will not even go to the boss and ask? They'll just tell the neighbor, my baby is sick, carry their bags and go home. For them, the conscious thing would have been, okay, if I sleep like that, I may lose my job. So before going to attend to a baby, I first need to go talk to the manager. From the manager, write a letter, leave it, then go home. Imagine the process. So for a mother, the instinct to attend to the baby comes first before any other thing in their life.
That's true.
So they should stop bashing women. It's true. Not logical at all.
Is there is there a way you're supposed to carry your baby when you're breastfeeding? Do you know the people who just breastfeed anyhow, let me not any position, like they find it, provided I'm comfortable, the baby is comfortable, let her just take her milk anyway.
I mean, anyway is okay. Breastfed when she's standing, when you're walking, when you're on the bed.
I'm also breastfed when I'm walking. Because at times you're walking with her and she's like, she can't wait until you get home. So you're there with her and you're walking.
I'm a victim. Provided she's okay and I'm okay, she's seated, I'm doing anything, it's cool.
Yeah, and as long as you're supporting her, because most women breastfeed when their arm is touching, the butt is always supposed to be at the palm, and the head is always supposed to be here. So as long as your baby is comfortable and she's not struggling to feed, I think that's fine,
That's true.
And other than that, how was your delivery? Like, was a smooth journey. For me, I won't say it was a smooth journey. My delivery was, I had a C-section, so I can't compare. I know you went through labor. You went through labor, I went through C-section. So those are two different situations. Most people, their labor is always a walk in the park. You go to the hospital, you have your labor 10 minutes, you have your baby. Some people take 18 hours to 24 hours, others even much more.
Okay, mine actually for me it was so sudden. I had them booked to a hospital. I was still even actually scouting for hospitals, asking around. Yeah. I had them booked, and for me, my gynecologist had told me it was necessary for me to book so that I was supposed to have a C-section.
Yeah.
But instead of my due date, which was Christmas, my baby came quite early. She came on the 16th.
That's 2 weeks.
So I wake up in the morning. This is it. I didn't even know what was going on. My water had broken, but I was not feeling that. I was not feeling any pain. So I was like, my mom is there all hectic trying to call my gynecologist. Was in Germany at the time. So we were like, shit, what are we supposed to do right now? Are we supposed to use another gynecologist? We don't even know what hospital we're supposed to go to. You were told you're not supposed to get into labor because you're a C-section case.
Yeah.
So it's like, my mom was like, you know what? We don't know if we don't, because some women actually don't experience pain.
Yeah, there's some women who don't.
So my mom was like, you know what? We don't know what's happening. Your water broke at around midnight. This is around 9 in the morning. You know what? Let's just go to the nearest hospital. So we went. She called a few friends. She was told Mary Immaculate in Lavington. So us in a car, in a taxi, Mary Immaculate. On reaching Mary Immaculate, the first examined to check if they dilated. Staying for another day.
Okay.
It's actually something nobody will actually wish.
Okay.
So I got to the hospital, I think it was around 10. I think there were only 2 beds remaining, so I was quite lucky. So my mom told the nurses, my daughter is a CS case, There's actually another lady who was being done for CS. Yeah. So the nurse was like, do you know this doctor's lie, let her come, we'll check and then we'll tell you if she really has to. I was told it was too small to push. Do you know that sound?
Yeah.
So it got checked.
Yeah.
So getting checked, I got admitted. I was the nurse's neighbor, like this next to the nurse.
For bed then?
Yeah, the nurse's station, I think because of the highest.
Yeah.
Put an eye on me. So, what do you call it? I still didn't feel anything, and there was Wi-Fi. So I just asked for the password, connected through Wi-Fi. Started telling everybody, hey, Nandy's coming today, Nandy's coming today. Guys were like, oh, you're not feeling pain? I feel nothing.
You went to hospital.
Yeah, I was feeling nothing. I'm like, guy, and some ladies there screaming. I'm like, oh my god, what are these people doing? Hey!
Because that's even scaring you more.
No, but I wasn't even scared. I was laughing. I was like, really? Does it become hours? I wasn't say the same 2 hours later.
You were in the same pain that they were in. Now you will understand why they were screaming. But
I think what helped me is, I think I kind of connected with the nurses like from the time I entered. So immediately, when the pain started coming, like too much, the nurse would actually come, squeeze my back, massage my back. Then after that, she just told me, this is too much for you. I don't see you making it. Do this. You see those stairs? Up and down, up until you like, up until it's, I can't say anything. I don't want to go so graphic. Up until you're ready. She told me, oh no, I'm ready.
Yeah.
So we were up, down,
and then you have a big belly, so
but you can't go so fast.
Yeah, you just
of the pain.
a step at a time.
So a step at a time. You go up the stairs, then come down, up, down, up, down. Apparently it helps you to open up.
Okay.
So it shortens the labor period.
Okay.
So yeah, that was around. I started going up and down those stairs. I think around 2 hours later. Yeah, I was ready.
2 hours later.
Yeah, 2 hours later I was ready. So yeah, and then he came along. Long story cut short.
Yeah.
No, it was a beautiful experience. But then you kind of forget all the pain once your baby comes.
Once your baby comes, you forget all the pain.
And then the whole thing that you like, I wouldn't get a second born, I wouldn't get. Me, actually, now I'm like, oh, when the time is right.
Say that. I won't get a second born. so many years down the line they have 5 kids.
When the time is right, yeah, I'll definitely give. God willing, I'll give that news to him.
That's nice.
Time.
So everyone has different experiences. My C-section, I can't. The aftermath was hell, but I can't compare to you because I never experienced any labor. I gave birth at 38 weeks, and for me it was just smooth. Let me just say.
So, I think thing is, I think people should actually, there's this whole campaign going on, anti-CS, anti-CS, anti-CS. I think the whole thing is, at the end of the day,
it's up to you.
Even just leave it being your choice or anything. At the end of the day, provided your baby is here and your baby is safe, that's all that matters.
Are they against anti-CS? Because there's a case whereby a lady, she died after a C-section. I think it was a month back. Did you hear that story?
That I think it was out of negligence.
I don't know. No one knows actually. I never got really into detail as to why she died. But immediately after her C-section, she died and the baby survived.
People even go into labor and die.
Yeah, so
it's not really
to any.
Thing is, it's not a guarantee that once you start out your 9-month journey, it's not a guarantee that you'll actually go to the end of it.
True.
Because a couple of people miscarry along the way.
So true.
People die during childbirth and the babies maybe survive.
Yeah.
Or
vice versa.
Or rather, some children are stillborn, already dead. So this is just a journey. I think it's faith. Your creator, Allah or God, is the one who's actually going to see you through till the end. So the whole blame game of yes, what, I really don't think it's a valid thing.
Yeah. So anyway, thank you so much for coming today. I really enjoyed you being in my channel today. So hopefully to more videos with you. And anyone who hasn't subscribed, please do so below. I'm your girl Sebe. Till next video. Bye bye.
Bye bye.